She's already receiving child support, but somehow that's not enough. Now she's demanding even more, not for the child, but for her own personal lifestyle. The entitlement is off the charts, and her reasoning will leave you speechless. Let's get into it.
Ladies, make sure that when your child support hits, you go out and buy yourself something nice.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
Because you deserve it. I get $3,200 a month in child support, and I always make sure that I take care of myself first.
This is just selfish, thinking of herself instead of her kids.
I go to the spa, I take myself on amazing vacations by myself.
Huh?
As I should, because being with kids is a full-time job, so I deserve to have a little bit of a wait time. As long as the kids are taken care of, who cares what you use the money for?
Oh, hell no.
Even if the kids are fully covered, that money should still be kept for them. No questions asked.
So today is Friday, and I got my child support check, and I don't know what to spend it on.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
I'm gonna go leave my kids at their grandmother's house, and I'm probably gonna go out drinking with my husband, go out and gamble a little bit, maybe go shopping. The kids don't need anything because I provide everything for them.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So I might just go ahead and splurge on myself with my little child support check. What do you girls do when you get child support?
Even if she's joking or making this for content, it's not right because some people would believe and do this thinking it's okay.
About your kids' well-being if you're literally putting them in a position with their mother that she's struggling and you don't give a and you just pay bare minimum child support. Like, ooh, thanks. I can literally wipe my with that.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
They're just like, I'm good. I got work. I got to focus on me.
Finding a job would be a solution to this problem, but instead, she wants him to give her extra money.
I got to focus on my career. So what about me? You're a fully capable adult, and I'm having a really hard time finding a job because who's going to hire me 5 days a week at 5 to 4 hours?
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you.
And my kids have random days off of school. They're always sick. My kid's dad never up his phone. He never answers me when it comes to anything with the kids.
I never understand the people that complain about raising their kids, forgetting it's their responsibility.
He would never answer anything from the school. It's literally me. I'm the only parent, and you know what he does? He takes them to the pool on the weekends.
Wait for it.
So selfish. Oh, but I live in the city. I got to go to the bars. Okay. Well, your brain is like a dog's brain. And when I talk to you, it's like this.
She's making fun of him, forgetting the fact that she's the one who cannot manage to find a job.
Over it. And thank God he agreed to get them every weekend during the summer. But I still have to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, doubles, hopefully, and maybe I'll have a chance to pay my bills.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
Maybe. I don't even care. People are like, oh, don't put your business. I don't care. I don't care about putting my business online. I literally could give two.
Bro, I'm out, man.
I'd rather spend my money on my own instead of giving it to the person who isn't worth my time or my peace. But in this exact scenario, I'd rather see it being spent 100% on my kids. If she needs more money, then she needs to work more hours. You are a parent too.
My baby daddy only had to pay me $7,000 a month, and I might not be getting that anymore. $7,000 a month is not even enough to live off of in the first place.
Stop it. Get some help.
And then he's trying to take all of that away from me? No. He helped me make these children. He needs to help me pay for them. Now, I did a majority of the work when it came to making the children.
Only a person that never worked a day in their life would claim that $7,000 is not enough money.
I was pregnant with them for 52 weeks apiece. 52 weeks times 3, because I have 3 kids, that's 156 weeks. That's 26,000 hours of being pregnant.
We do not care.
That's over 26,000 hours that I need to be compensated for because I was working that entire time. My body was making entire humans. And he thinks me asking for $7,000 a month is too much? No.
She only sees things from her point of view, neglecting that the guy is struggling to provide. And it's disgusting.
One of the big problems with today's world is no one wants to take accountability.
You serious?
He had no problem making these children, but he doesn't want to help me pay for them. I think that's low. That's ridiculous. As a man, it's his job to provide. It's my job to take care of the children.
This is not even the issue because the guy is already providing, and she's not being grateful. And if this is not real and only for views, then she has no morals.
So my daughter called her dad, asking him, can he buy her track shoes? He said, yeah, baby, just tell your mama to call the cart and y'all go ahead and head to the store. So she comes in the room excited. Mama, daddy said I could put my shoes on. We can go to the store and get the shoes. And so I call the card and it says you have a balance of $11.
You up
and 22 cents. She said she need track shoes, not no mother flip-flops. So I called this like, yeah, what's up? You said how much was on the card? He talking about, yeah, if you would have been for the real, I wouldn't be going through.
All of this because of some shoes is absurd.
I wouldn't be going through. I didn't have a baby daddy like you.
Huh?
I used to take $100 out of my child support. I didn't give much.
Yeah, what's not much? What was child support a month?
I want to say maybe.
He's gonna call you out.
Maybe generously, $700 a month, maybe.
Total?
Yeah.
For both of us?
Yes.
Yeah. See, people, I had no idea. That's so crazy.
And I was making $30,000 a year. I would take $100 and I'd put it in the bank envelope and I'd put it in my door. And I never let you guys know, like you and your friends, but that was my $100 was for the weekend. So we would budget Blockbuster. You know, every Friday, remember, we go to Blockbuster.
Yep.
And get games or movies and pizza or whatever we wanted for the weekend.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
At first, I thought she used the $100 for herself. But if she only took it to make entertainment weekends for her kids, then she won my respect.
I get my nails done with my child support check.
Oh, how lovely. Because that's precisely what it's supposed to be used for, right?
And this week it was only $23.96.
I guess one might just have to forego getting one's nails done then and put that money where it's supposed to go, towards the children.
Should I call my baby daddy and ask him where's the rest?
Her admitting this over the camera and demanding child support for her nails is crazy work.
Absolutely. But do ensure that you let him know what exactly one plans on using it for.
Our support should be put on a card that you get to track what it's being spent on. I think it's amazing for a man to take care of his kid, but I think what's not amazing is for him to not know where the money is going. Name anything that you do where you pay the money and you don't know where it's going. You pay taxes. That's how we get the roads fixed. That's how we get the police officer paid for it, the fire department. That's what taxes pay. Men, for the most part, pay child support not knowing what she's doing with the money. And I just think it should be on a card so now we can keep up and know. I want to know where my money goes.
I strongly believe in this. Child support should be monitored because many parents misuse it, unfortunately.
How do you feel about child support?
Child support, okay, you know, I'll say this, sometimes it's necessary, but child support is way on the women's side. It's way against men. Child support for the most part is kind of evil.
That's what I'm talking about.
A lot of ladies will think we are against child support, but that's not true. We are against it being misused.
It's evil?
For the most part.
I think it's a lot of misinformed information out there, though.
Really?
I think a lot of people don't know what they could do to fix it. So you think it's evil?
For the most part, in its execution. It's a good idea. I mean, in theory, you know, it's a good idea. You know, if you got a deadbeat dad, then yeah, give him child support. But, women use child support as oftentimes, not all women, definitely not, but oftentimes women, use child support as a tool of manipulation.
Yes!
As this like to get back at you. You know what I mean?
That's what you think?
I've seen it. I've seen it personally. I've heard a lot.
If the father is present, then there's no need for it because he's doing his best. But for the absent ones, it's required. The mothers should not use it for their own needs.
Personal accounts. But child support needs some real reformation. It really needs to get reformed. It really needs to be fixed.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on!
Okay.
The child support system.
That's why we're having this conversation, because right now I had a meeting today about child support. So you saying that it needs to be fixed? That's why we're out here asking the question. I thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.
If you need more money, get a job, as simple as it sounds. If you don't have the money, the kids don't go to private school, and you cut back on their activities. So we need to both do better, not one parent trying and the other not caring and only demanding.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Yes. Guess what? Yay! So I was granted child support, $5,000.
Huh?
$5,000
I wonder how the guy must be feeling right now.
coming our way, Chastity. We was granted $5,000 a month. It's coming our way.
I started out for about the first year and a half paying child support, and it was $3,000 a month. And then after that, for like the last few years or whatever, it went from $2,000 a month to $1,500 a month.
Jesus Christ.
This guy's story is one of a kind, and it's inspiring how strong he's still holding on till now.
And eventually the court found that the individual that I was, divorcing or going through this custody battle with was not safe around the kids, which she hadn't been for a long time. And that's why we separated, but put a lot of money into paying for lawyers and things like that just to finally prove that this person wasn't safe. And of course, the courts don't care typically, especially when you're a man in California.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
And they don't care about the truth. All they care about is that that was the woman that was taking care of the kids. So at the end of the day, my kids went through 4 years of significant emotional freaking abuse. But beyond that, finally, we get to a point where we can go to 50-50.
I truly feel bad for him and his kids, and I hope he figured a way to make things work.
And at the time, I had 70% custody, and she was paying me $477. So $477 that I did honestly not care for a month, she was paying me. And now, after we go to 50-50, what do you think happens? Oh, of course, she asked for money from me.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
The judge already told her that she needs to go to work. I told her that if she ever needed to drop the kids off, I wouldn't change custody or anything like that so she can go to school and advance herself in life. But what did she do? She asked for child support. You know what? It's fine. I'm not even really mad about that. What I am mad about, though, is that what she decides is in a year, she wants to go and she wants to do a review to see how much I'm making so that she can make sure that she gets more child support from me.
This is called greed, and I'm sorry for anyone who deals with a partner like this.
So essentially, every time I get promoted, and mind you, I had a whole career before I came to the state that I'm in now. I had to give up that career so I can be with my kids and move and be closer to my kids. I filed bankruptcy, over $300,000 in freaking lawyer fees. I did all of that just so I can have my kids and fight for them because they needed that, and they still need that today. But at the end of all of that, this individual wants to make sure that every time I get a raise, they take some of my money. And I can't explain to you what it's like having to co-parent with a narcissist. But if this explains it, this is it. This is what it's like co-parenting with someone who just basically wants to suck the life out of you every chance they get.
Well, I'm out, man.
You can tell he put his kids first over his career. And that is the ultimate sacrifice. I respect him more for that fact.
Be father for child support today. Even though he takes care of his daughter, I also have a restrainer out on him just to be petty.
Are you serious?
I try my hardest to keep him from his child because he has a new... And this new chick has the nerve to have a connection with my daughter. And she actually love her. I hate her. I can't have a conversation for the life of me because I'm not over him. But for some reason, I demand respect because I'm the baby mother.
What kind of animal are you?
Am I wrong?
You're absolutely wrong, and you're trifling. And young men, pay attention. Because once you put that seed out here, it's a lot that go along with it. And we don't want the young men running away from their responsibility. But that right there, young fella, whoo! Meet me. Pew! Whew! Meet me. Got him! Got him!
I pray with all my might that you all never deal with someone like this, because a person who punishes their ex-partner by not letting them see their kids never deserves forgiveness.
You broke up with me, okay, yeah, because I'm a parent, Ted. But now you're over here.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so why are you here?
I'm here because you're supposed to do your part.
What?
Hello.
Why are you here?
What do you mean why you're here? We have a kid together. It's been 6 months with each other.
It's sad that some people leave you at your best and only remember you during their worst.
Okay, but the kid's not even mine.
You are supposed to give us child support.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But like the kid is not even mine.
What the fuck?
What? Of course it's your kid. What are you talking about?
Why haven't you got the picture, okay, yeah? Why haven't you got the picture? Why are you at my house?
Darling, we have a child together. You never gave us the support you're supposed to give. I'm asking you.
Okay. Hey, but I didn't even see the child. I don't even see the child. So therefore it's your child.
What do you mean? He's exactly your puppy. Looks exactly like you.
I don't know. I've not seen the kid. I've not seen him.
If she had proof, I think she would have gone to court instead of his house. What do you guys think?
What?
What do you mean you haven't not seen it? I sent you pictures.
But I've not seen that. I've not seen your messages. I've not opened your messages. You send me messages every single day. I'm not reading through it. Sorry?
You are ignoring me. How is that my problem? You're supposed to open your messages.
She broke up with him and expected him to be at her disposition as soon as she needed to. But that's not how it works.
Yeah, okay, I'm ignoring you because we've broken up. We've broke up.
Broken up, but we have a child together.
I don't think so.
I don't think you're understanding, okay? I don't know if that child is mine or not. I don't know.
Well, I know. I know for sure.
Yeah, you know, but I don't know. Like, you said a lot of stuff.
I can prove it to you.
You don't have to prove it to me. Like, we're not together anymore. It's clear that child is not mine. That child is not my child.
He is your child. He's your child.
He's not my child.
You give us some support, financial support. I cannot do this all by myself.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
But you decided to be by yourself. You broke up with me.
Who do you guys think is in the wrong here? I honestly think if she can prove it to him, he needs to take responsibility. But if not, then she needs to do it with the real father.
Yeah, because you are a dad.
Well, yeah, because constant messages, like this and that, like what am I supposed to do? Like not. Like you're saying it's my fault, but I think it's a bit of your fault. But now you're coming back to me.
Stop making excuses.
I'm not making excuses. You broke up with me, okay, yeah, because I'm a parent, Ted. But now you're over here.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Okay, so why are you here?
I'm here because you're supposed to do your part.
The child is not mine. It is not mine. What? The child is not mine.
He is your child. He looks exactly like you.
I don't know if this is real or not, but if it was, the evidence is very lacking to say the least.
I'm noticing that more and more women are actually starting to give their children over to their fathers and put themselves on child support, and they're going on about their life. Now, before I get into what I'm going to say, I just want to say I am not judging any woman that has decided to do so. For whatever reason you made that choice,
There is no reason to justify something like this.
and that's what you felt was best. But also, I ain't even mad at y'all. I just want to go ahead and say that. As a single mom, I'm not even mad at y'all. Now, do I feel like I could be one of those women to stand in that line and do so? No. However, I'm not even mad at y'all. Because it's one thing to, now I get it, one night stands and situationships, things happen. Okay. But when you're in a relationship with a person and men can just abandon ship, just jump ship mid-pregnancy, or this man changes mid-pregnancy and now this person isn't who you want to be with anymore. And before y'all get started in my comments, imagine those women who are married and they have 3 and 4 and 5 kids.
I can understand it if the father left, but when he is present and willing to help, it's not moral to do him that way. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.